Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel Data Drivers. In today's video we are going to talk about the relationship in Tableau. But before that we will talk about the Tableau data model. So starting in Tableau version 2020.2, data sources uses a data model that has two layers. One is your logical layer, which you can see at the very first. Another one is the physical layer. So logical layer, so whenever you connect with any of the data source, the very first layer or the default layer that you see is your logical layer. And once you drag your table over there and double click on your table, then you will go into your physical layer. So whatever the relationships that you create occurs at your logical layer, and whatever the joins and union that we create occurs at our physical layer. This will be going to discuss more in details through the help of example. So I'll quickly walk you through with one of the data source which we are going to connect today. So this is the data source bookshop, which has multiple tables like book, author, info, award. So we'll be seeing how we'll be connecting with this particular table and how will be getting the desired result. So I'll quickly connect with this particular bookshop data set. I'll open the location, I'll connect. So as this data source is quite long, so it might take few seconds. So yes, it is executing a query. Now we are connected to the data source. Now let me drag the book table here. So I dragged. So now this particular section, the very first section which we see, is our logical layer, and it will show you the details. Like for book table, you have book ID, you have title, you have author ID, and this says that it is your logical table with the name of book. And when you double click this logical layer to see its physical table. So if we double click here, so this is our physical layer which we will be using when we will be creating joins or union. So currently we are discussing about relationships, so let's get back to logical layer. So this is your logical layer. Now let's say if I connect my author table with the book table. So now this particular thread or a noodle, which we generally say, is your relationship. It shows how your table A is connected with table B. In this scenario, how your table book is connected with table author. By default, if you see, Tableau automatically picks up everything, like the common field between both the tables. It says the common field between both the tables is author ID. If I click on book table, we have book ID, title and author ID. Okay, author ID is here. I click on author table, then author ID is also there. So yes, Tableau has automatically detected the common field. Now if we want, we can add more fields as well, but currently it is not required. Now the performance option part, the cardinality and the referential integrity. So cardinality is basically all about the relationships which we have seen in other data sources like SQL or Oracle. So cardinality basically says how your one field of table A is connected to another field of table B. Now the examples which the relationships which we see in cardinality are one to one, many to many, many to one, or one to many. So let me first tell you about one to one. So one to one means simple example of one to one relationship is one student will have one student ID, or one employee will have one employee ID. Now one to many means one student will attend many classes. Many to one means multiple employees will work for a single organization. This is your many to one. And many to many means many customer can purchase many products, and products can be purchased by many customers. So this basically tells how your both the table field X from table N is related to field Y of table B. So this is about your cardinality and referential integrity. It basically this options is in says that some values in author ID in book don't have a match in author. So this will keep all the values, even unmatched ones. So for unmatched one, you will get null. Or if you say by default it picks the default values, and if you want to check or change, then you can select this one. Then you say that if there are unmatched, like you might see inconsistent result during analysis if there are unmatched values. So it's better to keep it as some records matched. So let's say we have created a relationship between books table and author table. So I'll quickly go to sheet 1 and show you in data pane how this is looking over there. So you can see you have author table, you have book table. And let's say if I wanted to know the book title along with the author name, so I'll click on the author name, first name here, author last name. So this is the book title and this is the author first name, author last name. So this is a simple chart which we have created from two particular tables in a same data source using a relationship. And I'll just let me give them a name. Okay. Now moving forward, I'll connect another table here in your logical layer. So let's say we have the books detail, we have the author detail with us, and I wanted to know which book has received which award. So what I'll do is simply I'll drag the award again, and now again it has picked up the operator like equal to. You can select your own operator as well if you require. Then the cardinality also it is choosing, so we don't need to do anything until we feel it needs to be changed. Then the referential integrity. So we have selected the award as well. So if you go back here and let's say I take a duplicate of the sheet. So we have the author, we have the award, we have the title, and we have the year one as well. So let's say I'll add the award here for a time. No, it doesn't look good. I'll add the award here. Okay, so these all are the award, and this was one in which year. I'll add it there as well. No, 2192 is not the correct, but it is coming from the data source. We can get it. We can later on required. We can change the data source. But yes, this is the year when they have got the award. Okay. Now moving back. Let's say instead of award count, I'll take. Okay, so yes. So this I am mortality Clifford Volger is the first name of the author, and this is the award name and one award this particular author has received for this book. Now going back to your data source tab, let's say instead of award, let's say I'll connect another table. I just wanted to get more information about this. So this is your third table, that is your info, which I've connected. So now what I'll show you. Now this Tableau is now not able to create a relationship because this relationship as no matching field. So Tableau is not able to recognize the matching field between book table and info table. So we need to select it manually this time. So if I walk you through with the data source, like I'll go here. So book ID is uh, is a combination of this BB and 194. And if I go to the info tab, so book ID is basically a combination of book ID 1 and book ID 2, like this. So if you see, it is BB194 and it is BB194. Now coming here, I'll select a field book ID. I'll create a calculated field. So this is one of the interesting feature or very good feature that Tableau has provided, that if that particular field Tableau is not able to recognize, you can create a calculation and link that field together. So I'll just simply write the calculation here, that is book ID 1 plus book ID 2. I'll click on apply. Okay, so now this is able to create the relationship now, and again everything is selected manually from Tableau, so we don't need to make any changes unless it is necessary. So if I go back here to sheet 2, or I'll create a duplicate again. Let's save this as sheet 3, and from like so now we have the author table, we have the award table, we have the book table as well, and now the info. So for info, let's say I just wanted to check the genre. So this is like for science and fiction, we have this science and fiction, we have this book which is by the name of what's the book name? Bellin Boys. The book name is Bellin Boys. Then criminal, some different hard names. So this is the genre, or we can add it here as well. Now if let me change some other type. No. So yeah, this looks good, where we have arranged genre, first name and last name, or we can combine both this field. I'll create one combined field with the name of author name. Same thing which we did in info table, that is we are just combining both the field, first name plus last name. Okay, so I'll quickly remove this. Author name, I'll just enter it here. So you see there is no space, so I'll just do it, I'll add it. Sorry, I forgot to give the space between this. Now you can see this space. Okay, so these all are the book names and then okay. Now we have connected the info table as well. And let's say, do we need some other information from info table or volume number we can ask for? We count as well. So this is the volume number. So I'll add the awards, count of award again. Okay, now let's say there's one more table we added here, which we say it the addition. So by default, whenever you create a relationship between your table, Tableau will automatically align your table based on the alphabets. Like alphabetically, it will arrange here. So you can see author, award, edition, and then info. So you've connected your edition table as well. I'll just go to the sheet 3 here, create a duplicate again. Just quickly rename it as sheet 4. Okay, so now what we can do is with the price each of the book. $14.98, and this particular book doesn't receive any award. We can go here is so like this. It will continue. Sorry. So this is about the additions. Like we have the price, we can get the pages as well, all these things. Now let's say there's another table, sales. We have sales Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So if I add the sales here in addition, so this is how it is connected. It has automatically picked up the field, the name of ISBN field. And let's say if I try to connect it with some other table. Just I'll remove it here. And this is removed. Now sales Q1 is connected to the info, but again it will say that they are not able selected fields. Like Tableau is not able to identify the common field. So what we'll do is we'll just simply drag it and drop it to addition. Now this is your sales table, which shows the relationship. And now sales is identified as ISBN is identified as the common tail. But if you see, this is the sales for Q1. Now let's say we want the sales for Q2 as well. What we'll do is we'll just simply union, and remember, union takes place in your logical layer. So as I've dragged the sales Q2 over sales Q1, it is giving me an option of union here. I'll drop my table here. Now you will see this union of sales 1 and sales 2. And if I double click here, I'm here. This is our physical layer, which is the combine or the union of like physical layer where unions and joins takes place. And let's say I need to add another sales, quarter sales, so I'll just do Q3 and Q4. So I'll just simply say OK. I'll go back Now, as we have created a union, so it's taking time. So now you can see your logical table is says Q1, union table is says Q1, Q2, Q3, and one more, that is your Q4. We can rename this the overall sales because it has sales for every year. Now I'll go, I'll create another tab here and show you how we can utilize this. So I'll quickly minimize all these things. So in overall sales, we have order ID, we have sales date, we have sheet name, table name, we have info field as well. So we have the discount as well. So let's say if I wanted to show the selling price for each book. So what we'll do is we see the discount as well here. So we need to create one calculated field which says the price minus discount, but price is there in the addition. So that is now is price minus discount. This is your selling price. So I'll drag the book name from book name will be coming from, that is the title, then the selling price. This is the selling price for each book. I can, though we are getting the nulls for some of these because there might not be any value over there. That is the reason. And we can simply format it like after decimals we want only 2-digit. Currency standard, will it be fine? Yep, this will fine. So this is the selling price for each book. We can create our other charts as well based on our requirement. Let me see what we can create here. Which author has the highest hours of reading per day? Hours of reading per day. Sorry, hours of writing. So we'll say author name and then hours of writing. Let's say we wanted to know the hours of rating for top 5 authors. So author names, like top 5 authors. So about count I'll put in filter. Top 5 authors based on award. So this is the writing hours for top 5 authors based on awards. So basically, using a relationship, we can create a vast number of scenarios, but my main motto was to describe how relationship work or how we create a relationship. So this is what a relationship looks like when we work on a physical layer, so logical layer to create a relationship. So whatever the tables that you will be creating, it will be looking like this, that one table, which is your main table, you can say, is connected with the multiple tables as per your requirement, and this is called your noodles or relationship, or you can say contract. So this is all about the relationship in Tableau. Hope you like this video, and in the next video we'll be discussing about joins and unions. So that's it from today. Have a great day. Bye bye.